European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen arrived at the Trump-Turnberry Golf Resort in Scotland to talk tariffs with President Trump on Sunday. After an hour-long meeting, the pair emerged with what Trump called the biggest deal ever made. The European Union's 27 countries will be charged a baseline tariff of 15% on most exports. Win-win? Trump said the agreement was satisfactory to both sides and that the EU will not be imposing a tariff on American imports. Europe wanted a 0-0 tariff deal or a 10% rate, like the UK negotiated, but ended up with less than the 20% tariff Trump originally announced in April and the 30% rate he floated on July 12. "It is the best we could get," von der Leyen said, acknowledging that the negotiations started from an imbalance, a reference to the U.S. significant trade deficit with the EU. Last year, it hit $235 billion, according to data from the U.S. Census Bureau. However, von der Leyen said that the 15% rate would not stack on top of industry-specific tariffs already in place, and that the deal provided stability and predictability for the EU. No written documents were immediately provided with the announcement, and more details will likely be clarified this week. But the biggest takeaways yesterday were: the 50% tariff on steel from Europe remains in place. The 27.5% tariff on European autos will be reduced to 15%. There would be no tariffs from either side on airplanes or airplane parts. Semiconductor and alcohol tariffs were still to be determined. Additionally, Europe committed to buying an unspecified amount of military equipment from the U.S. and $750 billion worth of American energy products over the next 3 years. President Trump also said the EU would invest $600 billion into the United States. Zoom out. The EU is the U.S. largest trading partner. The annual value of trade between them is $1.7 trillion, according to the European Commission. They account for almost a third of global trade per Reuters.